1-3, translation. Page 15 has a lovely chart that you need to be aware of. It's called the key concept chart. It's got all of the words you're going to need because we're going from math to words or words to math. And that chart will help you. So, first problem, 5 less than the quantity 8 times a number b. They want us to change that to math. That's going to be 5 less, which is minus 5. Not 5 minus, then the quantity 8 times a number b, that's 8b. This is the correct answer. You do not need to have a dot between your 8 and b, or parentheses. This is Algebra 1. It's time to write 8 times b as 8b. Okay, let's try 2 more examples. First one, 3 times the sum of 12 and a number z. Anytime it says the sum of a number 12 and a number z and something in front of it, like 3 times the sum, this number has to have some parentheses. The sum means the answer of 12 and z. So you're going to start with parentheses. Parentheses, 12 plus z. 12 and z is like 12 plus z. The 3 goes outside the parentheses. And that is the answer to the first one. Now the second one says the difference of 35 and the square of the number m. Difference means minus. So we know it's minus. 35 comes first. When it's using difference and 35 comes first, that's first. The square of the number m is second. The square of the number of m means m squared. So 35 minus m squared, that's your answer. Okay, you need to open your books to page 15 if you're not already there, and look at the guided practice for example 1. It wouldn't hurt to stop this tape and go through and look at the examples for example 1 to make sure you understand what you're doing. Okay, the guided practice says, translate the phrase, the quotient when the quantity 10 plus a number x is divided by 2 into an expression. So the first thing you need to notice about that is it says quotient. Quotient means divide. In algebra, we don't use the divide sign. We use a fraction bar to show divide. So start with the fraction bar. Then, what's the quotient of? It says the quotient when the quantity 10 plus a number x. 10 plus a number x means 10 plus x. It came first in the problem, so it's on top. And then it says is divided by 2. So 2 goes on the bottom. So the guided practice, number 1, that's what the answer looks like. Example 2 on page 16 talks about a piece of ribbon that's L feet long. So the ribbon is L feet long. And they're going to cut this piece from a ribbon that is 8 feet long. So you got an 8 feet ribbon, you're going to take L away from it. Then it says write an expression for the length in feet of the remaining piece. So here's our ribbon. It's beautiful. It's ribbony. It's 8 feet long. Right? 8 feet. 8 feet long. Now, I'm going to take my scissors and cut off this much. And we're going to call that L. Okay, I guess I can make a cursive L. Now, what they're asking us is to write an expression for this part, the piece that's remaining. So we're going to go, 8 feet minus L, that's the part I cut off. Wouldn't that be an algebraic expression that represents the length? Okay. Now, look down the page to guided practice number 2. Okay. It says, what if, in this same example about the ribbon, what if you cut the original ribbon into P pieces of equal length? So let's see what that looks like. So here's my ribbon. It's 8 feet long, remember. 8 feet long. The guided practice problem says, what if it was cut into however many sections of equal length? They mean if you cut it equally. However many, we don't know how many, they told us P. How would we describe that? Well, couldn't we go 8 divided by P to describe that? That's what they're looking for in the guided practice number 2. Okay, example 3, page 16. Tells us about a jar. It says you work with 5 other people at the ice cream stand. All the workers put their tips into a jar and share the amount of the jar equally at the end of the day. So here's our tip jar. It's got a lot of money in it. Wait, it's like tons of money all in here. Lots and lots of money. Okay. They're going to share equally. So they want us to write an expression for each person's share. Okay? So, let's say there's 5 people, right? 5 other people. That's important. Notice the problem doesn't say 5 people work at the stand. It says 5 other people and you. So how many people total work at the ice cream stand? Total number of people is 6. How much money's in the jar? We don't have any idea. So we're going to say the amount, A equals amount. The amount in the jar is A. Okay? So, at the end of the day, 6 people, they're going to take that amount and one person gets the whole thing, right? No, they're going to share equally. When you take one thing and you share it equally, it's called divide, right? So, 6 people are going to get part of this money. So you take the total amount, divide it by 6 to find out who gets what. That's the answer to example 3. That's what they're wanting you to do. Write an expression. Okay, ready for video homework? Just 2 of them. One of them is just on this video, and the other is the guided practice. Get them done. Come to class tomorrow. By the way, I know there's some more examples in this lesson, but I'm going to split 1-3 into 2 parts, so you don't need to worry about the rest of the examples. We'll do that on the next video. Have a great day.